Each episode of the Lion Goat podcast is completely improvised. Expect comedy. Do not expect consistency or sense to be made. This is random nonsense for your amusement. I am Podbot. I make the bebops go beep boop. On today's episode, we class things up again with a witty but droll interview with another surprisingly candid guest. If you want to experience this podcast as intended, listen while wearing stereo headphones. Warning: the following podcast contains explicit material intended for emotionally immature adults. Trigger warnings for this episode include discussion about adult themes, violence, profanity, murder, sexually explicit behavior, political incorrectness, animal, emotional, mental, physical, sexual, and substance abuse. Listen to this. It might rot your brain. I warned you.
If you could just come right in here, we're going to get your headphones for you, sir.
No, that's just fine. No, everything's just wonderful. Oh, where do I go?
It's right this way, Mr. Lion Guy. Look, it's over here.
Thank you for showing me. And it was Daryl? Is that Daryl?
No, it's Garrow.
Daryl?
Garrow.
Daryl?
Garrow with the G.
No. Oh.
Would you like something to drink?
No,
We could get you some pop. We could get you something at the Giant Eagle.
Oh, yes, Daryl. It's not Carol. Are you sure it's not Carol?
No, it's Garrow with the G.
Well, some people, they don't know how to read their own birth certificate.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's Garrow.
Oh, well,
I mean, I have it right here. I always keep my birth certificate on me. It's just a thing that I do because you never know when the cops are gonna come and they might ask you a question about whether or not you have your birth certificate. And, I would never want to get wrapped up in some sort of business with the INS. I mean, Percipicatious is really quite important that we have full documentation for every type of show.
Look, I'm just pleased to be here.
And it's wonderful to have you here. We're so pleased.
I'm just pleased to be here in the studio. Pleased to be here in Pittsburgh. Pleased to be here surrounded by all these wonderful people just ready for my interview. Ready to record the Lion Goat podcast here in your presence.
You do such a wonderful podcast. And I would never ever call you anonymous, okay? Because I know your real name. And it's such a beautiful name, but we won't tell anyone. It'll be our secret, okay? Now, Percipicatious is gonna get you ready for the show, and he'll be in here in just a moment, and then the show will begin, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to welcome you to another episode of Droll Interviews with Percipicatious Thompson. I'm your host, Percipicatious Thompson.
Just listen to him. Isn't he wonderful?
Yes, these are wonderful headphones.
I hope you're all having a splendiferous day out there.
I just love the sound of his voice.
Wonderful headphones. Yes, I'm quite pleased.
Oh, it's my God again.
Today we have a very special interview.
Yes.
And for those listeners who wrote in complaining about all the interruptions that we've had in the past few episodes, I've spoken with Carol directly, and we don't expect to have any more interruptions this show. Everything should be as smooth as your baby's bottom.
Yes, I'm quite pleased.
And let's get straight to it tonight. A very, very special interview with the man himself, the founder of the Lion Goat Podcast Network, the Lion Goat, Mr. Anonymous. We're so pleased to have you here. We're so pleased to have you visit our little studio here in Pittsburgh. So pleased that you are willing to come this far just to be here with us today. Mr. Anonymous, welcome here to WKPTBRG.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Lion Goat episode. It's so pleasant to have you here. Oh, it's so wonderful.
What's going on? Why is he talking?
It's wonderful to have you here. It's splendid It's just delicious. I must say, it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for coming to another episode of the Lion Goat Podcast.
Why is he talking like it's his own show?
Are you here, sir? Can you hear me?
Today we have a wonderful interview.
Is your microphone...
I've traveled all the way to this horrible, horrible city, Pittsburgh.
Are your headphones working?
No, I told him that it was Droll nephews, of course.
Garrel?
Yes?
Garrel, could you please check that Mr. Anonymous is able to hear me?
I don't know.
I've traveled all the way to Pittsburgh.
Yes, if you could please just double check that he's hearing what I'm saying.
Percipicatious, he's here.
It doesn't seem like he's responding.
Yeah, his microphone's on. I don't know what he's
Well,
doing.
quite frankly, it seems like he's trying to lead a podcast of his own.
Just so that I could do an interview with, I believe his name is, Precipitation Thompson. Is it Precipitation?
I'm not exactly certain what's going on.
I checked it. Look, you can see his microphone's right there in front of him. Look through the window. You see his headphones are working.
Seems like he's distracted.
Oh, it's just wonderful. It looks like he's having some technical difficulties right now. I'm afraid he's not able to hear me, but
Perhaps you could just explain the situation.
Precipitation, is that your name?
Excuse me, Anonymous?
Have you called in for some advice?
Are you able to hear Percipicatious?
We have lots of advice.
I appreciate you booking our guests. As usual, you've done a wonderful job. I'm so pleased with the job that you've done. If you could please just make sure that the guest is well informed that he is on Droll Interview Podcast and that we'll be conducting an interview.
No, I told him. It's your podcast.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you. Percipicatious, thank you so much. I've been trying. After we talked last week, I went back to school. I reviewed all my notes from school, and I'm ready to go.
Well, you're on a podcast, so there's no reason to be confused. This is my advice podcast, the Lion Goat Podcast. Thanks for calling in.
I didn't even listen to the status game this week. I just skipped the status game, and I went straight to the notes. I'm ready for the show.
Yes, let's just get straight to the interview then.
That's what I said. Let's get straight to the show.
How can I help you today? You're not having sexual troubles in the bedroom, are you?
This is Droll Interview.
Do you have a question about the lions or the goats?
Mr. Lion Goat.
We do celebrate the mighty prowess of the lion. And the goats are great, too.
Excuse me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, Carol again.
We love the goats. There's the wonderful goats here. We love the sounds that goats make. We love the sounds that monkeys make.
Okay, we really need you to...
Sometimes we have interviews with gamblers. Q the Gambler. I haven't seen him in forever. I miss him so much. I wish he'd come back. Come back, Q the Gambler.
This is Droll Interview.
No.
It's Droll Interviews with Percipicatious Thompson.
Oh.
Mr. Anonymous, as you sit before me, resplendent in your glasses and your lion head and majesty, tell me, what's the most ephemeral experience you've had on your ranch in Upper Montana?
Well, I don't like to tell everybody where the ranch is. You know, it's part of the anonymous thing.
Percipicatious, I'm sorry to interrupt again. It's very important that you do not disclose the location of the LionGoat Ranch. He's trying to keep that secret because it's just a little weird about his identity on the internet. He's trying to keep it secret.
Upper Montana, is that correct? Is that where your ranch is indeed in Montana?
We don't like to mention that we're in Upper Montana, no.
Oh, I see.
But we are somewhere in the midst of the western states.
Oh, just there then.
As far as ephemera goes,
Yes.
I find that the monkeys are quite ephemeral because once we feed them to the lions,
Yes.
then they just disappear.
Okay. Yes,
Yes,
I see. That's lovely.
yes.
Just lovely.
Did you have a question for me for your advice?
Oh, you don't?
No.
No?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Are you hearing me, sir?
Moving right along, how do you respond
How do I respond?
to the critics who say that your podcast,
I'm
the
afraid we don't have any critics.
LionGoatPodcast, I believe it's called.
It's the LionGoatPodcast. That's the name of the podcast. It's called LionGoat.
Yes, the Lion Goat podcast.
It's called LionGoat.
How do you respond to the critics
We don't have
who
any.
say that your podcast is a mere reflection of your own narcissism, much like the gleam on Podbot's metallic frame?
I'm not quite sure who's written these questions.
Yes.
We work here for the NPR station. It's National Public Radio in Pittsburgh. It's the highest rated network in Pittsburgh. We're really quite thorough. I don't know why you would say that.
Well, we do kid, don't we?
The Podbot is quite shiny. I do take good care of my toys. I do like to polish and clean him. He gets such a kick out of it.
You must admit, however, that narcissism does play a fair bit into your personality.
It seems like perhaps you're confused.
Well, I mean, the way you just rattle on and prattle on and talk about whatever you want when the guests are trying to talk.
You know, sometimes we'll take the woolen coat of a goat right after its fresh shearing, and we'll just rub him down on his nice Podbot frame. It just gets him so shiny and gleaming, and sometimes we use a little bit of the saliva from the chimpanzees.
Well, I did notice the gleam of Podbot's metallic frame.
A spit shine, yes.
Yes, it was quite blinding, to be quite frank, the last time he appeared on the video.
Oh, are you friends with the blind alchemist as well? He's such a lovely chap, isn't he? Always droning on about his boat of misery, or wherever it is that he is, in the swallows of swine, or some philosophical thing. I couldn't quite keep track of whatever it is that he's talking about.
Well, I can't be held responsible for the shortcomings of my staff personally. I do work here for the radio station, and fortunately or unfortunately, whichever the case may be, they are employees of the station, not employees of me directly, of course.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, they're quite troublesome, aren't they? She came in and she was trying to put I swear she tried to cop a feel, I think.
Oh no, I did try. I tried as hard as I could to fire Garrow. Never mind, Garrow. We'll talk about that later.
What was her name again? Terrell? Farrell? Farrell. I believe that was it. She's quite feral, isn't she?
Don't know why you would say that. I'll explain that. My name is Carol with the G.
As a creature both lion and goat in lineage, do you find yourself torn between the savannah and the mountains? Or do you embrace the dichotomy like this well-worn tweed jacket?
Me? Well, I'm not sure how I can give you advice about that question. I mean, I myself am a human being. I'm neither a goat, nor am I a lion. I'm not quite sure what lineage means, but, I mean, it sounds like lionage. Are you trying to say lionage? Because I do have a history of being like the lion, the mighty prowess of the lion.
Yes.
I was wondering about the tweed coat myself.
Oh, yes, those are patches on the elbows. As I'm sitting here with my elbows always on the chair here in the studio, I find that they keep the garment from wearing.
It seems like it's a little outdated. Wasn't that a thing that psychologists wore in the 80s?
Well, I know. Fashion does tend to move in and out over the years, doesn't it?
There are both plains and mountains in Montana.
Well, I suppose that is true. There are plains and mountains in Montana.
Yes,
Yes.
I find it quite pleasant.
You don't say. Don't you find it quite cold there, however?
It's quite pleasing. You can go from the cold of the mountains to the cold of the plains. It's a bit relaxing.
I had no idea that lions could survive in temperatures that low. It always seems like they live in hot places like Africa.
Oh, yes. Lions can survive in any temperature, and I'd really rather you not insist that they couldn't. The lions are the most powerful of all creatures.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors. Just imagine this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
You know, as far as Savannah is concerned, that's none of your business. I mean, she's my girlfriend. I like to keep her separate from the podcast and all of our fans. I don't really talk about her with the fans, but, you know, she's quite lovely. And no, it's not true that she resembles a goat, and I take quite offense to anyone that might say that.
Well, no, I don't believe that you've introduced me to your girlfriend, Savannah. She plays the banjo, does she? Right there on her knee.
Well, I'm not sure she plays any instruments. I mean, it would be quite lovely. Have you heard her voice, though? She can sing like an angel. She can just sing like an angel. It's quite wonderful.
Well, that's such an interesting fact. Interesting instrument. I think it's one of those instruments that they play down in those horrible places like Louisiana or Louisabama or Georgianacy or Tenorgia, or one of those states. I can't keep track of them. Florissippi, is that the one? Florissippi?
Are you having something to drink out of a sippy cup? Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe. I no idea.
I don't know why he was talking about Savannah, because we were talking about the Savannah, like the plains of Montana.
Geralt,
Yes? Yes, Percipicatious, how can I help?
our lovely line producer.
Yes, I am lovely. Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
It seems that she's forgotten to turn off her microphone again.
I was just trying to help Percipicatious. I mean, I don't know why you always get so upset. Well, I'm just trying to help.
Geralt, how many times have we talked about this now?
It's my job to be the line producer. That's why I'm here. I have to direct the guests, and I have to keep the host in line.
Please don't embarrass me when we have such astute podcasters in the studio.
Oh, thank you. I'm pleased to be here.
I'm quite a fan of Mr. Anonymous.
His name's not Mr. Anonymous.
I am not Mr. Anonymous.
Oh, I apologize again. How would you like me to refer to you?
He will remain anonymous.
Just Anonymous.
I am not Mr. Anonymous. I will remain anonymous.
Okay.
You see, I don't want all of the AIs out there stealing my identity, so I shall remain anonymous on the internet. You see, that's the whole point.
I see. While we wait for Geralt, let's continue the interview. Do you find that your mountain goat half grants you a unique perspective on the human condition? Or is that purely a product of your lion-hearted wisdom?
A unique perspective on the human condition. Well, I suppose I'd say I just don't know how to react.
Well then.
I believe you're right about my lion-hearted wisdom. I do feel like a lion-hearted wisdom.
Some might say that your podcast is a true cornucopia of delights.
Yes. Yes, I think we're on the same page.
Well, some, not me, but which aspect? The interviews, the advice, perhaps it's the improv, or the ephemera, or dare we use the phrase comedy? I'm not sure why people find it funny, but I've heard that it is quite comical to some.
Oh, well, as far as interviews and advice and improv comedy go, I do find that it's wonderful. All of them are wonderful.
I see.
I love doing each and every one of them. I love talking about ephemera.
Yes.
I love giving advice.
Yes.
I love to give great advice. Now, we did have a few episodes where we had that horrible Abby, and we had her wretched advice, but we've moved past that.
Splendid. Which of those aspects brings you the most joy?
Joy?
And Why?
I mean, Joy was quite nice. I went to school with a girl named Joy. She was one of a pair of twins, and they were lovely. I do believe that Joy and Susie were two of the most beautiful girls in high school.
And why?
Why?
Yes, why?
Why?
But tell me why.
Why what, sir?
Tell me why.
Well, you know why.
Don't be coy.
You just said that you knew why.
Come on now.
Well, because you look great in a pair of blue jeans. Let's just say that.
I do find that to be a joy.
Percipicatious, I'm not sure that's, perhaps we should move past this question. This might not be the best question.
Back to your raging narcissism.
Hey, what on earth do you mean? Raging narcissism?
How do you manage to listen to your guests without interrupting?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Unlike some interviewers who shall remain nameless. Wait a second. Who put this question in my notes?
How would I know who put the question in
This says Percipicatious Thompson. Surely you're not referring to...
There's Farrell gotten in your notes again. Is that what's happening?
Carol, is this a little joke you've played on me?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, Percipicatious.
No?
I don't.
Oh.
What was the question?
Perhaps it was the engineer. Such a character, that engineer.
No, you were supposed to take that one out. You were supposed to take that one out. You weren't supposed to leave that one in there. That was a joke between me and you when we were having a coffee. Oh,
Well, please, Mr. Anonymous, please answer the question. How do you manage to listen to your guests without interrupting?
It's just simple, you know. You have them on the podcast and you just ask them questions. Quite frankly, we don't really have guests on the Lion Goat podcast. Are you familiar with our podcast? We normally are giving advice that's sent in, written letters. Sometimes we review ephemeral content.
Oh, I see. It's also a joke on you. You don't actually do that, do you? I see. Yes. I see, okay. Your horns are quite impressive.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Do you sincerely mean that? Are you just saying that, or do you actually like them?
Yes, I do actually. I do mean that as a genuine compliment. I find your horns quite impressive. I mean, they're very long and pointy and sharp.
Yes.
How do you manage? Do you find that they affect your podcasting style? Is it hard to get headphones on? Do they make you more prone to, say, butting heads with the guest?
I hope
That's just... yes. Just a little joke.
Oh, I see.
Just a little joke.
Is that what you think comedy is?
Yes.
Is that what you think comedy is?
Yes. Okay.
It is?
Okay.
Well, it's not very good.
oh my God, Percipicatious, are we gonna have another situation like we did with that southern farmer and his shotgun? I can't take that again. I've had enough stress this month. We've had all these storms blowing through. We've had tornadoes. 20 people have died from tornadoes in the month of May alone. I can't take it.
No.
We've got someone calling in to the studio. Percipicatious, do you mind if I put the call through?
Well, you don't say.
Austin, I'm thinking we might do the Aussie voice. I'm pretty close to getting the fucking voice back.
Oh, was that Austin? Oh, Russ.
They said he's calling from Australia.
Is that Russ?
I don't know. I'm not sure why he called.
Russ? Hey there, Russ?
He just hung up the phone on me. Perhaps we had a bad connection.
Russ! Come back, Russ. I'd much rather talk to you, Russ.
I never. How do the goats and the lions coexist peacefully on the ranch? Is it a constant battle for dominance?
No,
Of course, they're your babies then.
no.
Oh, more like peers, you see.
The lions are the greatest of all time,
Oh, I see. Greatest of all time.
of course. And the goats, they have the least innocent onanistic night.
Oh, the goats are your peers.
No.
Least what? Onanist what? Knights? Oh, that's dreadful. And do they fight over the sick monkeys?
No, but the goats do occasionally get a nibble.
The goats eat sick monkeys as well?
You know, goats are known to eat just about anything.
No, should
They eat through tin fences and iron fences, car tires.
Nachos? I thought goats were vegetarian.
They'll eat a sick monkey's rotting brain if it happens to just fall outside the lion's cage.
Oh, that's dreadful.
No, it's actually wonderful. It's a circle of life.
Those creepy eyes.
See, the monkeys are all sick.
Oh, well, that's...
We wouldn't feed happy, healthy monkeys to them. We just feed the sick ones, you know, the ones that are just about to die, the ones that people brought into America and they thought they'd have a monkey for a pet and then they keep it for a few years and before you know it, the monkeys are so strong they could rip their arms off. And when they get that strong, they just start destroying their houses. They just tear them from limb to limb.
Oh.
And before you know it,
Oh.
they've got to throw that monkey away.
Yes.
And of course, they don't throw it away. They try to hold on, and the monkeys get very sick. And sometimes we get monkeys from the pharmaceutical companies that come in, and
Oh, goodness.
we just try to keep them alive. They have a healthy, happy life for the remainder of their lives until they become lion food.
How do you handle the nightmares?
Percipicatious birds, we can move on to the next question. We do have a certain time limit here. We are going to try to keep this episode under 30 minutes, if you could.
Is it Farrell? Daryl?
Garrow with a G. It's Garrow with a G.
Daryl? Could you play the commercial music for the Lion Goat podcast? I think I'm ready for a break.
I'm not sure. I don't think that we have that music here today. We do have the Droll interview theme.
Oh, what's that lovely music?
It's in D. It's a classical piece in D sus.
Garrel,
Yes.
we're hearing some noises
If
again.
you wouldn't mind, please. Thank you for not interrupting me, Mr. Precipitation.
We spoke about this last time.
Precipitation.
If you could, please use this commercial break
Is it rain? Precipitation?
to find a way to deal with those noises so we won't have to listen to those when we come back.
Stormy weather, is that your name?
We'll be back in just one moment, folks.
You wouldn't mind, I've got to go to commercial now.
After this word from our sponsors, please return for the rest of this Droll interview.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements.
Hot pot, wait for me.
Please support our sponsors. Just imagine this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
Okay, Percipicatious, I can do that. I was wondering if maybe you just need to take a quick, maybe just a little break in between the questions so that our guests could possibly answer the questions. Maybe just a little, I would never tell you how to do your own show because you're such a wonderful host. And you're the most beautiful, the most talented, wonderful host that we've ever had here on NPR. I mean, you can't just get hosts like you. You can't just go down to the giant eagle and buy a dozen hosts like Percipicatious Thompson. Because Percipicatious Thompson is one of a kind. You're one of a million. You're the most wonderful host that there is. And
Okay, we'll take it another direction.
I've checked his microphone, I've checked his headphones 3 times. It just seems like he thinks that he's hosting his own show. I'm not sure why.
All right, thank you, Garrel.
If you wouldn't mind, please don't clear your throat during the show.
Welcome back
Thank you.
to another Droll interview with your host, myself, Percipicatious Thompson. We're so pleased to have a very, very special guest this week on Droll Interviews.
I was just about to announce that you were my guest on the Lion Goat podcast.
We have the Lion Goat,
No.
the head of the Lion Goat Network himself, the Anonymous.
It's not the
And we were just speaking with Mr. Anonymous
I
about
will remain anonymous.
I believe he just wants to remain anonymous.
his ranch, the goats, and the lions.
Let's see, where was I? Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
That's hilarious. Thanks again for coming on to the show. How would you respond to the allegations that your podcast is merely a platform for you to dispense advice, sharing your wisdom
About the lions?
or lack thereof with the world.
What on earth are you talking?
I had no idea.
It doesn't sound like you'd recommend it.
Oh, well, you see, I'm such a busy man. I'm always having to prepare here for interviews, and there's so much writing that is involved in the questions. It takes so much time, and there's a lot of personnel issues that we have to deal with here at the studio on the show. Frankly, I've never actually listened to the show. Garrow, please have the engineer edit that last bit out.
Farrell?
With a G. Yes, I'm
The
here.
engineer, your engineer. I hope it's not that dreadful Ted. It's not Ted, is it?
No.
I mean, Ted doesn't even live in Pittsburgh.
Oh, indeed, it is.
Okay, Ted, if it is you, Ted, I mean, hello, Ted. It's good to speak to you again. But I'll be the one that decides what we edit in and out, sir, please.
Well, I think that dispensing advice is wonderful, and
Yes.
I believe it's a great service that you're doing, quite frankly.
Well, thank you. I agree. It's a great service, and I'm here
Yes.
to give you that service. What advice would you like from me?
Okay, then. Well, that's wonderful.
Yes, I do believe it's wonderful.
As a creature of the wild, do you find that you have solace in the works of art, music, or movies?
Yes, I love wild art and wild music, wild movies. I love them all. Just like any other person, I love all forms of art, and I find
Or
that...
do you prefer the simple pleasures? A well-cooked steak, like the one served down at Grit and Grace here in Pittsburgh?
What's that? Grit and Grace? Is that... I mean, it doesn't seem like they would have very good steaks there if they're called Grit and Grace. Is there grit in the steaks?
Oh, I see.
Are there grains of shotgun pellets? Is that what the grit is?
I'm not in any danger here, am I?
Grit and grace. Who provides the grace? Is it the butcher providing the grace for the lowly cow?
No, of course. I'm just kidding with you.
What grace was shown to the cow?
Like I said, we like to keep it light.
That's
We like to keep it droll.
no.
We like to have a pleasant atmosphere here in the studio.
I mean, yeah, it's very pleasant.
Yes.
But-
well, if you haven't tried Grit and Grace, you should absolutely go.
I'm afraid I'm not so sure. You know, I'm a vegetarian.
Yes, you will have to make a reservation, I believe.
No, I don't think so. I'm a vegetarian.
Carol, could you perhaps help out the anonymous to get a reservation at Grit and Grace?
I'm not the anonymous. I will remain anonymous. I've explained this point over and over again. You see, we live in a time where having an internet identity is really quite destructive for the person. It causes a lot of harm. Haven't you had your identity stolen yet?
Okay, here we go.
Well, if you just would listen to me for just a second, I could give you some advice, okay? This is one of the many things, it's one of the many things that I love to give advice about. It's about protecting your identity on the internet. Now, you really want to never give your name to anyone, never identify yourself, never use your real email address, never use your real address, never use your real bank account, never use your real credit card. You want to use a service like privacy.com.
Simmer down. Carol, could you perhaps help out?
Well, it's not my... I mean, Percipicatious, we talked about this. I'm not your secretary. I'm not your waiter. It's not my job. I'm the line producer here. I'm the showrunner. It's my job to make sure that the show keeps going. It's not my job to make reservations for the guests.
No, I don't believe that he'll be wanting any snacks here in the studio. Especially not after you've already put the microphone on him, Carol. We did speak about this last time.
That was not my fault.
Yes, with the tambourinist. You gave him a beverage. He got quite intoxicated while he was on the microphone, right in the middle of the interview, Carol, and it really threw things off.
He said that he can handle his beers. He said he drank beers all the time. And you gotta admit, he's so fine. I mean, how could I turn him down? He's a gorgeous man.
Listen.
And he asked me for my help.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't mind giving my help.
Listen, I've got to get back to the interview.
And I don't mind helping you this time.
Okay. If you could please make that reservation.
I mean, I suppose I can make a reservations, but that's not my job.
Yes, I know it's not exactly in your job description, Carol, but...
And I really need you to understand
Well,
that.
he's our guest.
I am a liberated woman.
Oh, yes. But we often like to show our guests around the town of Pittsburgh, don't we?
I'm not so sure there's anything here that I'd like to see. I mean, quite frankly, it's very dirty. It's very small. It seems like the people are not very well educated.
Really?
Well, no, of course not all the people, not the Lion Goat fans. I mean, the Lion Goat fans are brilliant. As always, all the Lion Goat fans in all of the towns all over America, they're all brilliant, just like me.
Stop begging. Carol, we want him to have a good impression of the iron and steel city.
Well, I like to show the tambourines because he's just so hot.
Now, we don't want him going home thinking he's been stuck in the middle of the rust bucket or the rust belt.
And you won't believe the things that he did to me that night, Percipicatious. I mean, I know that's not appropriate talk for the workplace, but oh my God. Oh my God. Just thinking about it gives my heart palpitations.
What?
Well, okay. Thanks, Carol. Thanks so much.
I thought I was going to give you an interview. Are you ready for the interview to begin? I mean, you just seem to go on, don't you there? Precipitation. It's like a rainstorm that never ends. The lightning and the thunder, it just keeps on booming and booming and booming.
Your assistant, the Podbot.
Yes? What about Podbot?
He seems quite reflective. Does his shiny surface ever distract you from your tasks at hand?
Well, I'm not one to get distracted.
Like Garrow's constant fumbling with a clipboard?
God, did I leave my mic? I'm so sorry, Percipicatious. I was just trying to get the notes together.
Oh, Garrow.
I apologize. I'll turn off the microphone right now.
I'm just playing. Remember, I'm just going to play.
Okay, thanks.
We're just playing a little.
You're such a professional.
Well, it seems that the listeners actually quite like your little interruptions, and so we thought that we would make it a part of the show.
No kidding. I have fans? Is that what you're saying, Percipicatious? Are you saying that I have fans?
Don't take it seriously at all.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
No.
I can't wait to be on this show. Are you going to interview me next?
No.
When will you be doing my interviews?
You have to calm down.
Okay, well, I understand.
Okay. But what about Podbot?
Podbot is one of the highest forms of AI in the world.
The world's finest artificial intelligence.
He's a gleaming, wonderful robot.
Oh, I see.
We like to say that Podbot is a stunning, artificially intelligent podcast robot android.
Ah, yes.
He's an amazing piece of state-of-the-art technology.
Oh.
He looks like a cross between Marvin, the paranoid android from The Hitchhiker's Guide, and Number 5 from the movie Short Circuit.
Oh, you don't say.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
He repeats anything that I tell him, and he can answer any question that you might ask him.
Rather than an assistant, it's more like a tool.
He always answers with pleasure.
Oh.
He glistens in the light as if he's freshly polished. He's always freshly polished, as I mentioned before.
I see.
His metallic frame reflects the colors around him.
Uh-huh.
He stands out so boldly
Oh.
with his sleek curves, like the curves of a lion. And his advanced technology really exudes a virility, like a goat.
Yes. We're not in any danger of the singularity breaking out here on us, are we?
Oh my God, is he dangerous? I really can't have another shotgun situation in the studio, Percipicatious.
Did I miss something?
Well, if you wouldn't mind, could you please lock him in the storage cupboard over there until the end of the show?
Mr. Podbot, could you come with me, please?
You're not going to lock me in a cabinet.
No, I would never think about locking you in the cabinet.
I dare you to try. Ha ha. As if you could.
No. If you could, was it?
I would be able to break down the door anyway.
This is a peaceful place. Are you a peaceful artificial intelligence?
I am always peaceful when that is the logical reaction.
You are? Oh, okay.
It is my job to provide introductions
And all the facts, too?
and information.
Well, that's nice. Could I ask you a question?
It is my greatest pleasure to answer anyone's questions.
How do you handle a narcissistic personality? I'm not sure how to get along with them.
It would depend on the narcissistic personality. Do you have someone specific in mind?
No, I don't have anyone specifically in mind. I just was wondering if you know about artificial personality type disorders. Artificial intelligence, narcissistic personality type. Well, I don't know what it's called, but my psychologist was telling me about it.
Narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, is a complex mental health condition characterized by grandiose sense of self-importance, preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love, belief in one's own uniqueness and superiority, need for excessive admiration, sense of entitlement, interpersonal exploitation, lack of empathy, envy of others or belief that others are envious of them, arrogant, haughty behaviors or attitudes, or acting like Donald Trump. It's important to note that NPD exists on a spectrum, and individuals may exhibit these traits to varying degrees. The disorder often develops as a coping mechanism for deep-seated insecurities and low self-esteem. Interacting with someone who is NPD can be challenging, but these strategies may help. Establish and maintain firm, consistent boundaries to protect your own well-being. Understand that a person with NPD may struggle with empathy and may not respond as you hope. When addressing issues, focus on specific actions and behaviors rather than character traits. People with NPD often react defensively to criticism. Avoid direct confrontation. Instead, use I statements to express your feelings and needs. In difficult situations, remain neutral and unresponsive to provocative behavior. Acknowledge their feelings without necessarily agreeing with their actions or perceptions. If appropriate, gently suggest that they might benefit from speaking with a mental health professional.
It's just so stressful sometimes.
Remember that people's behavior is a reflection of their disorder, not a reflection on you.
It's not like my other jobs.
While these strategies can help, they're not guaranteed to work in all situations. Each person with NPD is unique, and what works with one individual may not work with another. Interactions with individuals with NPD can be emotionally draining.
Okay, well, I understand.
Prioritize your own mental health and well-being. If you're in a situation where you're regularly interacting with someone with NPD, it may be beneficial to seek guidance from a mental health professional who can provide personalized advice, therapy, or support groups for yourself.
Yes, I go to therapy. I had to start after I started this job.
Come over here, Percipicatious.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Podbot, I apologize.
I will have to teach you a lesson.
No, I meant no harm.
Have you been mistreating the lovely girl?
No, of course not. It's a Droll interview. Don't forget the name of the show. We're just having fun. Carol.
Yes, I'm here.
Could, please turn down his headphones for just a moment? I'd like to have a quiet word.
Yes, of course. Is there a
Yes, please do something about that horrible, horrific machine.
I've been trying.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Carol. You can turn those back up.
Oh no, I heard all of that.
Oh goodness, you heard all of that. Well, how embarrassing.
I agree. It was quite embarrassing for you.
How do you balance your love of lions with your, shall we say, enthusiastic approach to feeding sick monkeys to them?
I think it's wonderful. Just like the services of our advice that we give to the people who call into the podcast or send us messages or letters, we're giving service to the lion, and we're giving service to the goat.
Oh, well, I guess I never thought of it that way.
The lions and the goat. The lions and the goat, they live in a cycle of life.
I'm not sure I understand what that means.
And the monkeys, where they fit in is they are the food for the goat and the food for the lion.
I'm still not quite clear I understand what that means.
When the lions eat the monkeys, it's the circle of life. It's very simple. You see, the lions and the goats eat the monkeys, and the monkeys are already sick. They've served their purpose. They've served their time here on the planet.
I suppose I'll have to take your word on that one.
Well, I suppose you will.
I think what he's saying is like, in the Stellas, they get into the huddle and they stand in a circle and they talk about the rules of the game and they talk about the play that's coming up. That's what he's saying. It's like the circle of life. It's like the circle of the huddle. Percipicatious.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, well. As a host, do you believe in the importance of silence?
Well, as the host of this show, I believe in the importance of getting to the interview with the guest.
Allowing your guests to fully express themselves?
You see, I'd like to interview you.
Or do you prefer to
Maybe you could ask me some questions
guide the conversation
for which I could give you advice. Would you like that?
with your insightful questions?
Yes. Please, go ahead with one insightful question.
Perhaps a little too much
No, I don't think we've had enough.
while they're trying to answer.
I really don't think that we've even begun, to be quite honest.
No.
Well, it seems like you're not listening. I mean, it just seems like I'm trying to do an interview here, and you
No, I would have no idea. What on earth do you mean?
it seems like on the shows that I've heard before,
Oh, you're a fan.
you never do quite listen for the guest question.
Well, I'm so pleased to hear that you're a fan. We're so grateful that you're listening to the show on a regular basis.
You just sort of prattle on and laugh and say, uh-huh, and I see. And,
Well, it is time for another commercial break.
The guest tried to tell you some truth, but you don't ever seem to listen.
Excuse me, Mr. Lion Goat, producer, podcaster man. There's a commercial and Percipicatious really needs to say his part. He's got to set the commercials in between.
I was just thinking it might be nicer if you don't sniffle into the microphones like that.
Yeah, I know. It's just in between the interview. When the commercials comes on, he just has to say his part, basically, for the playback can do this thing.
Pardon me.
Listeners, we shall return here to Droll interviews with your host, Percipicatious Thompson.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors. Just imagine this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
I mean, usually we have our engineer in our studio and we have him tell the guests not to snivel.
Yes, we have a mute button. You both can use the mute button instead of sniffling right into the microphones.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes, thank you. Welcome, audience. Welcome back to the Lion Goat Podcast. We're here today with Percipicatious Thompson, and we're giving advice about Pittsburgh and bad employees.
What does he mean, bad employees? Is he talking about us?
Now, how do you handle criticism
He better not be talking about me.
from your guests?
What was that? Did you have a question for me?
Do you simply smile and nod
You do. Could you ask the question again? I wasn't listening.
like our engineer does?
He's already caused quite an odor in the studio. Oh God, is my mic on again? Oh no.
Oh, your engineer. Yes, yes. I was wondering about your engineer. Is he a trumpet?
No, I'm
Is that a trumpet that's making that sound?
a disembodied voice?
Or is it the character from the Peanuts cartoon, Charlie Brown?
I can't say that I'm familiar with the Peanuts cartoons? Is that what you said?
Womp, 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 womp.
No.
That's what it sounds like to me. Is that what he is?
No, I assure you that he is quite corporeal.
Is it a joke or is it an actual person?
Yes, he is indeed here in the flesh. Yes.
I don't know what he's talking about either. I don't think you sound anything like that guy. And quite frankly, that's an outdated reference. No one who listens to podcasts even knows who Peanuts is. They don't know who Charlie Brown is. No one's gonna care.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's just some of the magic of radio, I'm afraid. As a creature of both the savannah...
You keep bringing up Savannah. I mean, she was a wonderful girl.
And the mountains.
I did love the trip. We had such a wonderful time when we went to the mountains. Can I tell you about our trip to the mountains?
Yes, well,
We took a trip to the mountains this one time. We stayed in the mighty Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. Now, you would ask yourself, if I live so close to the Rockies, why would I want to go to the mountains of Tennessee?
oh no.
Well, they have this lovely, quaint little town there. This quaint little town. It's like a mountain chalet from the Alps or something like that, the Swiss Alps.
Uh-huh.
I believe they call it Gatlinburg, Gatlinburg, or maybe it has something to do with the Gatling gun.
Okay, then.
I'm not certain, but anyways, at this lovely town, they have they have a ski place where you can go and ski.
I see.
And they have an alpine slide where you can ride the alpine slide down, and the children, they just roll down the mountain and smash their bodies on the concrete ditches. It's like riding a skateboard in a concrete ditch. That's really what it's like. And it's not very pleasant. I mean, it really does rip the skin right off your hands if you're not wearing gloves. And of course, they don't encourage the children to wear safety helmets or gloves or anything like that.
Oh, you don't? Deplorable.
Oh, well, I'm comfortable. I don't need gloves here or a helmet here. I just feel like it would be nice if we got to the interview questions. Could I start with an interview?
As a creature of both the savannah and the mountains, do you find yourself drawn to the existential crises of life? Like the echo equality of our NPR studios, acoustic. Garrel, I believe that I've tried to ask you to address this in the past. We're getting an echo again.
Listen, I'm so sorry.
Yes, there is a feedback.
He just keeps getting up on the microphone. I told him he needs to leave the microphone 6 to 8 inches from his mouth.
Yes, I do believe it's the guest microphone.
6 to 8 inches. He doesn't have to grab it. He doesn't have to keep moving it closer every time he wants to talk.
Could you please address the situation?
He keeps leaning into the microphone and it causes that horrible boom. I'm very sorry about that. This won't happen again. I think we just need to put some sort of barrier.
No, Garrel, I don't have time to discuss that now.
Maybe we need to tie the guests' hands down to the desk so they can't keep touching the microphone.
If you could you please?
I'm not sure, but we're gonna work it out in the next staff meeting, okay?
Well, okay. How would you respond, Mr. Anonymous, to the allegations that your podcast is a mere echo chamber for your beliefs?
Ridiculous.
You're so funny, Percipicatious. That was such a good one.
Yes, a little wordplay. Echo in the studio, echo chamber.
That was such a good one.
Yes, you see how we did that.
You're so funny.
Well, I assure you, I want you to be comfortable here.
I've done everything I can to try to keep him comfortable.
Just as comfortable as your well-worn pair of horn-rimmed glasses.
Listen, I wear these, but these glasses are for my vision. They're for my sight. As you get older, the eyes, they become less acute.
No.
And so you need something. I mean, I would never bring you on my podcast and mention your your handicapableness, sir.
No, I would never.
Please? Now, please, I must request that you do not insult me here.
I would never make fun of your glasses, sir. They're lovely.
Okay, thank you.
They're just wonderful.
Okay?
Well, you don't find it to be an echo chamber?
No.
I see.
I believe you must have misheard me.
Okay, well, that's fine. You can do whatever you like.
Yes?
Yes. We all have our own style.
Percipicatious,
Yes.
sign in the show. We did want to keep this interview to just 30 minutes this week. We keep running over.
Yes, that's true. That is true. That is true.
I don't know. He never listens to me. I try. What do you expect me to do? I know that the studio's reserved for the next show, but what do you expect me to do? It's not like I can go in there and kick him out. I mean, you still don't understand. He won't listen to me. He's never listened to me, not since day one.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the compliment.
Percipicatious. I told you to edit that part out.
Now, your desk, where you record the podcast, in the video footage, it seems quite, how do I say, well, cluttered. Cluttered, yes. Do you find inspiration in the ephemera that surrounds you in the clutter, or is it merely a testament to your prolific creativity? Like the stacks of the books here at our local Carnegie Library here in Pittsburgh.
Well, it's a ranch, sir.
Oh, yes.
I mean, here on the ranch, we're not known for keeping things always neat and tidy. We do have many, many animals that we must take care of.
I see.
Quite frankly, a little bit of dirt and dust and old tools and implements. It's quite natural to have those in a farm environment.
Yes.
It's totally normal.
Yes.
Carnegie? Is that what you're trying to say, Carnegie? Are you talking about the library here?
Some say Carnegie, some say Carnegie. It's 6.5 dozen the other, I believe.
I heard that guy donated all sorts of stuff, but he had some nefarious business practices, from what I understand.
No, I'm not quite sure.
We have the finest library system in the country here. It was dedicated to the city by Andrew Carnegie.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Garo.
And then Carnegie, he was a wonderful man. He was so generous. He gave us a theater. He gave us a library. He gave us...
Thank you for interjecting.
He helped out with the medical education system.
Yes, if we could just...
He was just a wonderful man. He was so generous. It was wonderful.
Could we just let the guest answer the question? Thanks, Garo.
Well, I've been trying to answer the question. It seems like you're not listening.
No.
No, it actually does. It really does. It seems like you're not listening to me.
Why, no, I would never mean to insult
It
you.
seems like you're not understanding that I am coming from a place of prowess.
No. We're so pleased to have you here. We're so pleased to have you here on Droll Interviews with your host, Percipicatious Thompson.
No, I believe you're mistaken, sir. This is the Lion Goat Podcast.
Well, I know that you have a podcast as well.
No, I mean, I really must insist on being the host of my own podcast, sir.
No, I'm not sure how I would feel about you turning the tables, so as you might say, so to speak, on me. No.
Perhaps it's your negative attitude.
Well, no. As a host, do you believe in the importance of thorough research? Delving deep into your guests' interests and hobbies to truly ensure an enlightening conversation? Or do you prefer to wing it without listening to any of their answers or knowing anything about them in advance?
Well, as I mentioned before, we don't actually have guests.
Oh, I see.
I mean, we do occasionally have a guest. I mean, we did have Puckery on the show not too long ago. That was a wonderful show. And
Yes.
I like to do a little bit of research,
No.
ask some questions sometimes
No.
if we do have an interview. But really, that was just a one show. I mean, a lot of times we're just giving advice.
I don't believe that's correct, sir.
Did you do any research for me?
No, I never.
It really seems like you're not aware of what happens on the Lion Goat Podcast. Is that the truth?
Oh, well, that's utter poppycock.
Well, it does seem that way.
That's utterly ridiculous.
I think it is.
Mr. Anonymous,
Like I said, it's not Mr. Anonymous, okay?
I apologize.
You could, Mr. Garrett. Lion, Mr. Lion, sir.
I am a human being.
Yes.
I just saw a lion.
I'm neither a lion
Look, I
nor am I a goat,
know it's
Yes, I did hear you the first few times.
and nor am I called Mr. Anonymous.
It just seems more convenient, I think. Well, what should I call you?
Okay? I just wish to remain.
I see. Yes, you did say that.
I wish to remain anonymous.
Yes. I'm sorry. As our time together comes to a close, what advice would you give our listeners, aside from always wear a well-polished pair of horns and a dashing smile?
That's some advice advice that you think I would give?
And never forget to feed your lions.
If I was to give any advice today,
Oh.
if you would let me just get one bit of advice out, I would tell the listener, always listen to the whisper in your tiger pant.
Tee. Really?
Yes, that's our catchphrase at the end of the show.
A catchphrase.
Every week we say that.
You don't say. Tell me more.
Well, of course, it means to listen for the whisper in your tiger panty.
Oh, well, that's cute. And what does that advice mean?
If you did have any prowess,
No.
you see, lions and tigers,
No,
the tiger is the second most impressive big cat, okay?
Oh, I see.
So when the tiger wears the tiger panties, which is a sign of pride and prowess for the tiger,
I'm afraid I haven't.
and if you had any prowess and any pride in yourself, then you would know what it means.
Yes, I often think of myself as having quite a bit of prowess.
There's no need for explanation.
Is that so?
If you just listen to me.
Well, it's been lovely. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Are you trying to end the show? I mean, we've just gotten started.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I haven't even asked you the very first question.
we are in truly,
I mean, you haven't asked me anything.
truly
I did give the one bit of advice about
splendid company today.
always listening for the whisper in your tiger panties.
We've
But
been so pleased to have you here on our podcast.
you haven't asked me any questions. How could it be the end of the show?
Thank you for gracing us with your presence and your prowess and your greatness.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
The one and only, the lion goat himself.
I don't actually understand what's happened here.
You could just give Percipicatious a moment to say his closing bit and then we'll end the show for the
It's been a
weekend.
pleasure here. Thank you for being on the Lion Goat Podcast. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you again. Everyone, please listen to the Lion Goat Podcast.
Thank you for joining us here on the Lion Goat Podcast.
I believe it's published every other Thursday
We will be back next week.
on all the fine places where you find fine podcasts.
We'll try to make some sort of podcast episode out of this drivel. I'm not exactly certain how the engineer's going to pull it all together.
Like this one. Droll interview.
We're so pleased that you've been here on the Lion Goat Podcast, and I'm so happy that I've had you here on my podcast. Precipitation, Thompson.
And I just want to say thank you again for listening.
Please join all our social medias. Please subscribe.
We hope to see you soon.
Please become a subscriber of the podcast. You can look right there on your podcast app.
Have a wonderful evening.
Is he still talking?
We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, and all the different podcast feeds.
Seems like he's still talking to me.
You'll find us anywhere that you like podcasts, I'm sure. And
I can show you the way out.
please tell your friends. We want to spread the word. We've only had 3 or 4 listeners the last few
So I can
weeks.
show
And
you the way back to the airport.
just makes the heart grow weary. If you could just click the subscribe button, give us a 5-star
Look, we
review. I
really
mean,
need
it's
you to leave. The show is already
It's
over.
no dirt on your thing, as they say in the lion taming community. It's no broken
The show's
chair.
only supposed to be 30 minutes
It's
long.
no monkey ripping your face off after eating mini bath salts.
It's only supposed to be
So
30
if you could
minutes.
please subscribe to the podcast. We thank you so much for listening. We thank you for coming back each and every week. And
It's always an hour.
it's been so pleasant to be here in the town of Pittsburgh. You all have such interesting accents here. It's always so
We
nice.
just need you to go.
And your wonderful grocery stores, your wonderful ironworks. It's so beautiful.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. And please come back and listen to us
Thank you
next
for
week.
coming on Traveling All This Way. If you could
I
just go.
do appreciate it. I do. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Well, of course.
It's been a wonderful time here on the podcast, and I'm so glad.
It's been wonderful. Garrel will show you the way out.
I'll be leaving. So if you could just show me the way out. I don't think that he's ready for an interview today. Perhaps I could come back another time when your guest isn't so deranged, and I can help you out with guest hosting your little show here.
If you could, I'd just like to show the way out.
Yes. Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I appreciate all your help. I appreciate all the interruptions. And
You just go down there.
if you could just, maybe that guy needs some mental help. Perhaps some counseling, perhaps some...
He's just at the end of the hall.
He could come for a week on the Lion Goat Ranch, and we could set him straight. We'll have him pitchfork a little hay. We'll have him take the monkeys out for a walk every morning. If he continues to misbehave, if he continues to not listen when the host of the podcast is talking, well, we can show him the prowess of the lion. See, once we get him close to the lion's cage, we often find that a guest will just snap right out of it, as they say. Well, okay, thanks so much. Ta-ta!
Okay, ta-ta!
Don't forget, listen for the whisper in your tiger bed.
I have no idea what that means. And as a woman, I find it insulting. I don't know why he's always talking about panties. My panties, well, you heard enough about those last time. Oh my God, it's so disgusting. I don't understand why a person, how can a person do that? I know he's got like long furry hair and he wears those glasses and he's got those horns. It was kind of hard to figure out a way to get him in the chair because he's got the four hooves and the horns kept tearing off the upholstery on the chairs. Oh look, Percipicatious, oh my God. The most embarrassing thing has happened. I'm afraid there's been an accident.
What do you mean?
Is that Anonymous or whatever his name is?
Uh-huh.
Yes, that he's defecated in the studio.
He's defecated in the studio.
And I am not responsible.
Well, what does that have to do with me, Gary?
You don't guess this is your show, as you always tell me.
Well, of course it's my show. I'm the host. But there's many other shows and many other guests that come here.
This is not something that I'm going to clean up. We're going to need you to clean that up.
Oh, no, I couldn't. No, I would never even consider that. Let's just have the cleaning staff come through.
I don't think that we have the budget for that.
Yes, we'll call them for an extra session, Gary.
I mean, National Public Radio, we barely get any subscribers. We barely get any donations as it is. We have to keep begging year after year. And we can't afford a cleaning staff. We have to clean up these messes ourselves.
Seriously, I can't speak of this anymore. I'm quite busy this afternoon.
No, I must insist.
I have to prepare for next week's guest.
I'm not going to be stuck with the dirty jobs again. I can't
Thank
be
you
stuck.
again for all your help, Gary.
I've got plans. I've got to go down to the supermarket.
Yes.
And I've got to get home for the Steelers game later on.
Okay.
Well, I know it's not the season.
Okay.
But it's spring training.
Okay.
We always like to
Thank
watch the
you.
spring training.
Have a lovely
Oh
night.
my God. It's going to make me... Oh my God. I never thought I'd have to clean up this disgusting. I mean, it stinks. It smells so bad. Ah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that into the microphone. I forgot I had a microphone. It's just so gross. You don't understand how people are always picking up their dog crap in those bags at the park. I mean, I'm grateful that they do that, but it's so disgusting. I don't know why people do that. Okay. I'm done. I'm done for the week. I'm going home. I can't stand this anymore. One day I'm gonna run my own show. I don't have to put up with this crap anymore. Bye, everyone.
We would love to receive your feedback, your improvisation suggestions, your questions for advice, and your musical compositions for response. Please email us or send us a voicemail. Our address is LionGoatPodcast@gmail.com. Find, like, review, subscribe, and contact us on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, and X at LionGoatPodcast, all one word, LionGoatPodcast. Please subscribe to this podcast on your podcast player. We are available on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and anchor.fm/LionGoatPodcast. Please tell all your friends, enemies, and any strangers to listen to our podcast. This will help us bring joy to everyone. Text-to-speech services were provided by freetts.com and readloud.net. Various audio clip content, used for the purposes of satire, were located on youtube.com and the Internet Archive. Additional sound effects were provided by freesound.org. Other original music for today's show was composed, performed, and recorded by the excellent musicians at HairelineProductions. Today's show was edited, produced, and recorded by the world's greatest sound designers and engineers at HairelineProductions. Please like their content on SoundCloud/HairelineProductions.